Hello everybody, this is Corey. Hope you're doing well. I just wanted to do a vlog about why I chose to pursue a career in the tech field, namely front-end web development. For the longest time, since I was actually 16 years old, I've been a musician, trying to make a career out of that, be a professional, make that my living. I picked up guitar about 16 and I got really good at it, and since that was something that I was really good at, I figured that that was my calling. And for a long time, it really seemed like that, and I worked really hard on it. It wasn't until about maybe a few years ago that I realized that I wasn't anywhere near where I wanted to be. Um, Whenever I started out, there wasn't anything like YouTube, or the music industry was very different. The way you got noticed was you put a band together, you were good, and you went and you played your butt off. You know, you played shows all the time, and you got with bigger bands, and then you would play shows with them and get noticed. You know, and you kind of win over some of their fans. But the industry has changed dramatically. Now it's all digital. It's all a online persona, which kind of getting a job in the software field, from what I gather, is kind of the same thing. You have to have a web presence. People have to know who you are, because any industry that you try to get into, it's not what you know, unfortunately, it's who you know. So networking is a very, very big deal. A lot of people ask how you network. And I mean, a lot of networking is just going out and meeting people that are into the same thing as you. You hang out, you know, you drink coffee together, maybe get dinner, buy them dinner, pick their brain, whatever. But anyway, back to the story. I wasn't anywhere near where I wanted to be. So I decided that I had to try something different, because I couldn't keep going down this path. It just wasn't working out how I wanted it to. Excuse me. And I decided that maybe I could do something with computers. I've always liked technology, and I was not able to keep up with it as much as I wanted to, but I mean, I've always been pretty good with computers, finding my way around and, you know, figuring out stuff. So I decided I'd give that a try, and after much stumbling around and research, I landed on front-end web development through Codecademy. I've used Codecademy, I've used Free Code Camp. I've also right now currently using Treehouse. All three platforms are great. I'll do a video on those one day soon. But pretty much I took to that really easily because I was able to understand HTML and CSS, and as I was working on it, I was able to see what it was I was doing. I was able to make the connection of the commands with, you know, kind of like what you see is what you get. And I started out using code editors like CodePen. If you haven't checked out CodePen, it's really cool. They allow you to do HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and it just, you can refresh right there, and it lets you see what you're doing in real time, and it's very, very helpful. Plus, I mean, there's a lot of people on CodePen, and some really, really professional looking projects that people will put on there that you can kind of look at their code and mess around with the website, and it's really awesome. I highly recommend that. But basically, I chose this because not only as I was learning, I was understanding what I was learning, so that kind of motivates me and impassions me to kind of go further, see how far I can go. And you know, even at 36, I mean, that's not old by any stretch of the imagination. If I've got another 20 or 30 years, maybe 40 years left, I mean, that's a long time. That's a very long time. So I would say that it's not all about age. It's all about what you can learn, what you can show that you know, what you can produce. I've actually built a personal portfolio website. It's called therealcorysanders.com. You can check it out. I'll put a description, or I'll put the link in the description rather. Just check it out. It's not 100% responsive, just because whenever I was building it, I hadn't gotten to the mobile building sites with a mobile frame of mind. And I'm just now getting to Flexbox and Grid, so you know, just kind of take it with a grain of salt. But it works, and I built it from scratch. So I'm pretty happy with it for now, and of course, whenever I learn more, I can always upgrade it and change it and do whatever I want with it. But that's also another thing, is that I'm trying to create the web presence so that people can kind of get an idea of who I am, what I'm trying to do, and that way maybe it'll make it better on them to feel good about hiring me. I don't know. We'll see. And that's what this is all about. But don't feel bad about if you're a little older, a little farther along, that you know, you can't, it's too late to start over, because it's never too late to start over. And that's another reason why I'm doing this, because I've got time, so I've got to fill it with something. You know, it's a big world and there are things to do in it, and this is just one of the many things that I can try. I guess you would call it a blank page phenomena, which I'll do a video about. It's not an official term, but it's something that I've come up with, that I've noticed certain points in my life where if you come to a point where you don't know what to do, but you don't want to keep doing what you've been doing, I call that the blank page phenomenon, just because it's kind of like you have a new chapter. It's like, you know, that chapter's over, and you know, you can write another one. So you know, you fill it with whatever you want. But anyway, that's pretty much why I've chosen to do front-end web development, because as I've tried to learn it, I've actually understood the concepts. So, I mean, it's something that I've actually been able to grasp. So I'm pretty much just chasing it down the best I can. If you like the channel, please go ahead and hit subscribe. If you like the videos, hit the like button on the videos. Maybe share them with somebody else who is going through the same thing that I am, or if you are going through the same thing, share it. Let other people know that, you know, hey, there's other people out here that are doing the same thing you're trying to do. And that lets me know also that I'm doing something right and that I'm reaching the right people. So thank you very much, and have a great day.